felony drug charge. Today is the last day to apply for hundreds of millions of dollars in grants addressing opioid addiction. The money is from a multi-billion-dollar settlement that Georgia received from pharmaceutical companies who manufactured prescriptions linked to this epidemic. 11 Alive's Ariana Manise learned how the money will help bring desperately needed resources.
Georgia stands at a pivotal moment in its fight against the opioid crisis as the state prepares to hand out a monumental influx of funds to address the devastating impact of addiction.
I was able to see firsthand, like many Georgians were, of what the epidemic did to our state.
Commissioner Kevin Tanner with the Department of Behavioral Health and Developmental Disabilities leads the state's Opioid Crisis Abatement Trust. The fund was created to receive settlement money from a landmark case in 2021 with pharmaceutical companies.
We've had tremendous loss in our state, and the thing about the opioid epidemic is it knows no bounds.
AmerisourceBergen, Cardinal Health, McKesson, and Johnson & Johnson were deemed responsible for the crisis and were forced to pay states $26 billion.
Our Attorney General, Chris Carr, really was one of the leaders in the country being able to bring that to a conclusion.
Of the $638 million Georgia received from the settlement, $479 million of that will be deposited into the trust over 18 years, where organizations can apply for the money to help the state combat the opioid crisis with prevention, treatment, recovery, and harm reduction efforts.
It's about not just giving out money, but it's about giving money in places where it's going to have the largest and biggest impact.
The urgency of this mission is underscored by the alarming rise in opioid overdose deaths in Georgia, which increased by 207% from 2010 to 2020, according to the state's Department of Health.
You continue to see the numbers year after year of over 100,000 individuals from just opioid deaths.
These sobering numbers are ones Brian Kite knows all too well.
Myself personally, as a person in recovery myself, I've lost a number of friends to opioid overdoses.
Kite's journey inspired his passion for addiction and recovery as he now works with the Georgia Council for Recovery.
So that could be from increasing access to medication to support individuals with opioid use disorder, or more access to naloxone.
Areas he says could make a difference for those still struggling with addiction and a chance to save lives.
I know I don't want to end up going to any more funerals, giving any more eulogies, and so although it is tragic how the money first came into the hands of the state, it is going to benefit so many lives and save so many Georgians.
Life-changing, life-saving resources and groups can apply for grants through gaopioidtrust.org. You can see the site on your screen. The first grant award announcement expected this fall.